It's Fayette County Sports, presented in part by the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Great Oaks Career Campuses, Kirk's Furniture, Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, ProMedica Heartland Hospice, M&M Horsehair and M&M Fasteners, the Summers Funeral Home, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Thank you for watching Fayette County Sports on WCHC TV.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome into tournament action tonight. It is the sectional championship contest between the number 6 seeded Miami Trace Lady Panthers, who of course are coming off an FAC championship. There's 10-0 and a 17-4 mark overall, taking on the Waverly Tigers, a team that we saw just a few weeks ago in town, taking on Washington Courthouse. And they come to the game with a 15-8 record. They finished third in the Southern Ohio Division II at a 12-4 record. Second-year coach is Althea Rhodes. Folks, whether you've heard of her or not, her maiden name was Althea Pelfrey. As soon as I read that, I said, oh, yeah, I remember her. She played down Piketon, I think, and did a little research. And she indeed was an outstanding volleyball star for Piketon from 2011 to 14. Went to Rio Grande. She's second in kills at Piketon, still on the career list, and she also went over the 1,000 mark down at Rio Grande, over 1,000. She had 355 her senior year. And as I mentioned, this is her second year as head coach of the Waverly Tigers. Of course, Doug Mace, his 8th season as the head coach of the Miami Trace Panthers. He has a record of 97-75, so we're getting close to that 100 win mark here. And again, in the last 4 years, this group of seniors has had a record of 60 wins and 22 losses, David. That's pretty doggone impressive. And in the FAC, they're 36-4. They've won 3 titles, 2 outright, and 1 co-championship and second in the other one. So it's an interesting contest between 2 schools and 2 different leagues, but these schools have played each other. In fact, it was Waverly's first game of the season, what was the Panthers' second game of the season. It was back on the 26th, I believe, of August, and it was a 3-1 score. It was August 26th. It was a 3-1 win by Miami Trace down at Waverly. These 2 teams kind of started playing each other in a series back in 2019. Waverly and Miami Trace, you look at the records, and it's 2-2 now after that win earlier this year. Meanwhile, overall, the teams only met several times between 2007 and 2016 when they played each other in tournament action. So, the format is just a tad different. It's throwing us off, to be honest with you. We're used to, at the 20-minute mark before the tip-off, they allow them to get to loosen up. Well, at the 10-minute mark, they started all going in. We thought, okay, they're getting ready to start. Now they're restarting the clock at 20 minutes again. That's all right, David. You know me. I can talk, so it's no big problem. All right. As we mentioned before, we've seen Miami Trace now play, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 5th time we've seen Miami Trace play. And we've been fortunate. They've won every single one, as hopefully we're bringing them some luck. They, of course, beat Greenfield in their opening game back in August. Then we had Logan Elm. Then, of course, Chillicothe. And then, of course, took in Washington Courthouse and swept all of those teams. Of course, Addison Butts was named the Player of the Year in the FAC. Other All-AFC selections included Sophie Parsons, Courtney Carter, and also Gracie Ferguson. Waverly, their league, the Southern Ohio Conference, has not released their all-star team yet, but you'd have to think at least 3 of those players that we saw in Courthouse, he's got some pretty decent stats. Izzy Smith, who's number 5, probably Kelly Stewart, number 8, and I would probably think that Bailey Vangamore, number 9, would probably make their all-league team. So we'll see what happens there. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more of our pregame shows. So stay with us right here on WCHC. Epiphone McDonald's of Fayette County in Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epiphone McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page. Epiphone McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
All right, back here at Miami Trace as we'll be starting the sectional championship game between the Waverly Tigers and the Miami Trace Panthers in just a few minutes. I'm thinking what has happened, Dave, to be honest with you, is I think Waverly was a little late getting here. They didn't arrive till almost 25 after 5, and I think what they did is they adjusted the clock a little bit to give them the full 30 minutes that they're allowed to have before the game for the warm-ups. So what they did is they let them get 10 minutes, just kind of get loosened up a little bit. Now they're doing the 20 minutes thing, so we may be just a few minutes late getting started. So I believe that's what probably caused this. And that's why, and it's probably a good thing too, because there's still a lot of fans coming in. And if they had started on time, some of them might have missed a little bit. Right now, Miami Trace, as you can see, is loosening up, practicing the spikes, to say the least. Waverly will have their turn here in just a few minutes. Real quickly, as I started before the break, let's kind of recap a little bit the season that these two teams have had. First of all, for the Lady Panthers, as mentioned, they are the number 6 seed. You might remember last year they were the 8th seed and hosted Uniota in a game we did here on WCHC, in which Uniota came behind and ended up winning 3-2 to move on to the districts. But look at the contest here. As we mentioned, Addison Butts is the most, or should say the player of the year in the Frontier Athletic Conference. She had 278 kills during the regular season. She had 31 ace serves, 30 blocks, and 34 digs, and her hitting percentage is at 51.1%. Meanwhile, making all AAFC was Sophie Pearson, a junior. Sophie has had 136 kills this year, 66 total blocks, and her hitting percentage was at around 31%. Courtney Carter, a senior, made the all-league team, 170 kills, 47 serving aces, and 214 digs. And the final Lady Panther that made it was yet another senior. That's Gracie Ferguson, who had 55 kills, 27 ace serves, had 19 total blocks, had 170 digs. And, of course, the big thing, the big stat is for her is the assist. We talked about a little bit in an earlier broadcast. She went over the 2,000 career assist mark, and she has over 650 of the team's 693 assists this year. You say who's second? Does it really matter? to be honest with you. But just in case you're interested, it's Sarah Dawson, 25. Quite a little drop-off, wouldn't you say? But anyway, so that's the stats there as far as that's concerned with the Panthers. Of course, leading the team in digs, Courtney Carter's got 214, as I mentioned. Gracie Ferguson, 170. But it is Sydney Carter, number 1. She is leading the team in total digs with 311. Miami Trace comes into this contest with a 9-game winning streak. Guess who it started against? If you say the Blue Lions, you are absolutely correct. They beat Courthouse 3-0, down at Greenfield 3-0, Logan Elm 3-0. You're starting to get a trend here a little bit, you know. Hillsboro 3-0. Clinton Massey 3-1. Chillicothe 3-0. Courthouse 3-0. Greenview 3-0. Miami Trace has won 27 out of their last 28 sets. That, my friends, is called domination, and definitely peaking at the right time. Waverly Tigers, as we mentioned before, they have had a very good season. They finished 15-8 overall. They come into the contest with a winning streak as well. I believe it's a 6-game winning streak. And they got a 7-game winning streak. They beat Minford starting on September the 29th, 3-1. Then beat Hillsboro 3-0. Lucasville Valley 3-1. Oak Hill 3-0. Courthouse 3-0. Eastern Beaver 3-0. And Portsmouth West 3-2. So Waverly has won 21 of their last 25 sets. So what I'm saying is, giving you a lot of information here, I know, besides trying to fill a little tap dance a little time here, is to give you an idea of how strong these teams are coming into this contest and how dominating they have been over their opponents. So it could really make an interesting sectional game here tonight. If you're Miami Trace, though, in the back of your mind, the kids have got to realize, hey, we've already beaten this team before. We beat them at their place, so we feel pretty confident coming into the game. But since that time, Waverly has definitely improved. They lost, I think, 3 of their first 4 games, and since then have put together a very, very good season. Of course, their key players, we talked a little bit about that before the Courthouse game last week, and that, of course, is Izzy Smith, a 5'7" senior. She's an all-athlete, folks. I mean, she plays basketball and things like that. I believe she's on softball team. She has 35 kills, 66 ace serves, 649 assists. You know, we just talked about the 650 that Gracie Ferguson had for the season. So you're going to see 2 dominant players there tonight passing the ball around, setting their teammates up. 24 total blocks for Izzy and 109 digs. Meanwhile, Kelly Stewart with 337 kills, 42 ace serves, 23 assists, 290 digs. Bailey Vegamore, a 5'9" senior, 78 kills, 15 ace serves, 28 assists, 53 total blocks, and 194 digs. And Haley Oyer, number 10, when she comes out, 176 kills, 28 ace serves, 72 total blocks, and 104 digs. Faith Thornberry, number 15, just a junior, 106 digs. 150 digs for Sydney Johnson, a freshman, number 19. She had a pretty good game at Washington Courthouse the other night. So the team overall is a good serving team. In fact, they have a 90.8% in serving. And if you're at 90% or more team serving, you got to be a pretty good team. You're going to be probably definitely way over the 500 mark and be able to get the job done. If you look at the statistics here, as we mentioned before, Waverly and Trace are 4-4 since they started. Well, at least my records, they went back to 2007. But here it's 2-2 in the last 4 years. As again, Miami Trace won 3-1 earlier this year. They beat Coach Rhodes from Waverly won her first career game last year, 2021, here at Miami Trace. So that's a little special mark for her. And the 2020, Miami Trace won at Waverly, and Waverly won in 2019 3-0. So we'll see how it goes tonight as far as these teams concerned, with now here at the home of the Panthers. Back with more pregame show. And yes, I guarantee you we're getting close to getting started. Hang in there with us right here on WCHC.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor, and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you are interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com. All right, well, we're still waiting. Miami Trace doing their last warm-ups here as far as practicing serving, things like that. Again, we're running just a few short minutes behind schedule. It's supposed to start at 6. It's going to probably be closer to about 6:08 because of we believe Waverly got here just a little late, so they're trying to make sure that they allow everybody what they're supposed to be allotted before the game actually starts. So that's why we're just a few short minutes behind schedule. Real quickly, this is not the only game that's going on tonight in the sectional championship games. The winners of these contests will move on to the district competition next Monday night. Besides this contest here, at a game that will be of some interest, 14th seeded Benton County will take on number 3 seeded the Lady Generals of Thornville Sheraton. And the winner of this game and the winner of that game will play on, again, the Monday the 24th. The winner of that game then would go to the district championship, which would be at Ross Southeastern a week from Saturday the 29th. The other bracket tonight is the 18th seeded Hillsboro will take on number 2 seeded Gallia Academy, and number 10 seeded Warren Local will take on number 7 seeded Proctorville Farland. Hillsboro beat River Valley the other night 3-2, while Benton County advanced, beating Wellston 3-0. So that's where we're at right now. The winner of the Hillsboro Gallia Academy, Warren Local, Fairland game will also play on Monday the 24th, with moving on to the district finals at Ross Southeastern on the 29th. Real quickly in the upper bracket, number 16th seeded Jackson, who knocked McLean out of the tournament the other night, 3-1, will take on the number 1 seed and state-ranked Circleville Tigers, while Athens, the number 9 seed, takes on the number 8 seed Uniota Shermans. The other part of the top of the bracket, 13th seeded Fairfield Union takes on 4th seeded Marietta, and 12th seeded Logan Elm will take on 5th seeded New Lexington. The winners of those games also will play on October 24th. And then if whoever wins past that will play in the other district finals down at Ross Southeastern on the 29th. Now, the Ohio High School Athletic Association now has time to be announced, but when they originally came out with it, the Southeast District had the top game, their last game with Jackson, Circleville, etc., going at 11 o'clock, and the game in the bracket that Trace is in would be at 12:30. But now it looks like they may have kind of adjusted that a little bit. We'll just have to wait and see, and we'll let you know more about that as we get closer to it. So, again, some games going on tonight. Again, Jackson, Circleville, Athens at Uniota, Fairfield Union at Marietta, Logan Elm at New Lexington, the top bracket. Bottom bracket, Hillsboro, Gallia Academy, Warren Local against Fairland, and then Benton County against Sheraton, and Waverly taking on Miami Trace. So that's where we're faring now, as there is a total of 8 games going on. Again, it's the sectional finals. And the winners go on to the districts. We're going to take our final break, a 60, and then we'll be back with the national anthem and get this one started. You're watching tournament action. Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Millions of Ohioans are safer because they've received the COVID-19 vaccine. As a pediatrician, I recommend kids 12 and older get the vaccine too.
It will help protect them from COVID-19 and help prevent them from spreading it.
The vaccine makes our community safer, and it's helping get us back to normal.
That's why, as a pediatrician and a mom, I've had my kids vaccinated.
I have too. If you have any questions, talk to your child's doctor.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
Well, along Dave Myra Woollever, I'm Randy Young. Thanks for joining us here for tournament action, sectional championship competition, Waverly and Miami Trace. As we're just about ready, and we can start with the playing of our national anthem.
Local school district for this evening's sectional girls volleyball contest between visiting Tigers of Waverly and our own host Panthers. We live in a country with freedom like no other. In order to honor those who have served to protect those freedoms and those who are currently serving, would you please stand for the playing of the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Now, let's meet the contestants. First, for the visitors from Waverly High School, number 4, Leah Lambert. Number 5, Izzy Smith. Number 6, Mallory Roberts. Number 7, Chloe Thomas. Number 8, Kelly Stewart. Number 9, Bailey Baltimore. Number 10, Holly Colbert. Number 14, Aubrey Fraley. Number 15, Faith Thornsberry. Number 16, Lily Ramsey. Number 19, Sydney Johnson. Number 23, Karis Reisner. And number 25, Bree Barton. Now for the host Panthers. Number 1, Sydney Carter. Number 3, Cecilia Robinson. Number 4, Gracie Shull. Number 5, Addison Butts. Number 6, Avery Cockrell. Number 8, Sarah Dawson. Number 11, Sophia Parsons. Number 12, Mary Pfeiffer. Number 13, Courtney Carter. Number 14, Lauren Ferris. Number 17, McKinley Kelly. Number 18, Caitlin Gardner. Number 19, Eris Schultz. And number 21, Gracie Ferguson.
Okay, so Waverly added 2 players from the roster that we had in town. That being number 4, Leah Lamb, and 25, Bree Harden. Of course, you can add up to a certain number of players for tournament action if you want to. Bobby Trace. I guess the question is, why would you need to add any more? You got so much talent there as it is now, right? So, not saying there's no girls that's probably worthy to be called up, but some coaches say, hey, this is the group that brought us, and we're going to stick with it. So, if you didn't catch us in any volleyball action this season, you're going to notice, hopefully, sometimes there's some young ladies that are very tall. 5'11", 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2". I don't have all the height measurements, but here, Trace, we're actually sitting on the floor. When we're at courthouse, we're up in the stands. So sometimes it may be hard to translate to you how tall some of these kids are. So we're ready to get started. And it's going to be, of course, Mary Piper, who's kind of designates to start things off, it seems like. At least every match we've had so far this season. There goes the first serve as Waverly returns it. Stewart, and that comes off the fingertips of the Tigers. Oh, your point, Miami Trace. Good play up front on that front line. You got Ferguson on the far, or toward closer to the camera. Parsons, and then you got Courtney Carter here to the far right. Piper with the serve. Waverly trying to keep it in play. Cross-court hit by the Waverly Tigers. Another good dig there by Stewart, and that one just gets inside the left line for Miami Trace. Avery Cottrell. It caught her out of position just enough, and it's tied up at 1 apiece. And Bailey Vagamore will be serving for the Waverly Tigers. Carter, oh, nice little finger roll there. Gets it over. Waverly, though, comes right back. Good block by Parsons. Now here it comes, Ferguson. Now to Sydney Carter. Back line, out. One thing you will notice throughout the evening, we don't have to draw folks from the stands to be the line judge. When you're tournament play now, everything's official. They got 4 officials. Carter, Courtney, good hit on the back line to Reisner. Now they come left side off the hands of Sydney Carter. It goes out of bounds. And Waverly has jumped out to 3-1, and look like they're just a tad more aggressive there, David, what we saw in town. Vagamore again on the serve. Oh, Ferguson had trouble with it, getting it over the net. Yet another point. So, Vagamore with 3 serve points so far. Carter, Sydney, backside. Whoa, good block there by Waverly as they tried to come from the backside. Parsons and Oyer had that smelled out all the way on the far side and went up for a beautiful block. 5-1 Waverly with the lead. Carter, good kill there. Just got it outside the outreached hands of Reisner on that back line. That was a beautiful play. Gracie Ferguson now will be serving. Sarah Dawson enters the game. Bercatro. Dig, and that one is out of play almost right in front of us. So Ferguson will pick up a point off serve. Right down the middle. Waverly trying to hold on to the lead. Good save by Ferguson. Parsons. Now good hit there by Piper. Waverly into the net. As they were unable to come with it cleanly, Johnson tried to do a little backhand with the fist there and it went right into the net. It's another point. That makes it now 5-4. Trace trying to come back from a 5-1 deficit. Coming down and nice hit. Back left corner there. Kelly Stewart. (6-4). Waverly with the lead. Set number 1. It's a best out of 5. Served by Johnson. Goes out of bounds. Off one of the outreach hands there of Miami Trace. 7-4. Johnson again. Courtney, Carter, Ferguson, Dawson, partially blocked at the net. Ball still in play. Come to the left side and another hit. That one's down the line on the right side. And Kelly Stewart that time switched it up a little bit. She came in with her left hand instead of her right hand to get the kill. Got her unofficially with 2 kills so early, and it's 8-4. Waverly leads. Ball's up in the air. Ferguson once again. Carter, nice little push hit to get right back. Carter sets it up again. Now to Ferguson. And now to Parsons. And, she forced that one. So, unforced error there by the Panthers. Good dig by Piper. Dawson, another block on the front line by Oyer. Comes Waverly again. They try to go cross court. Saved. Another fight above the net. And another good hit. And it comes right back at his Parsons. My goodness. They're going at it like crazy. Good dig, Piper. Here comes Ferguson. Carter got it in there. What a volley by the Panthers and the Tigers. My goodness. (9-5). Sydney Carter. And another blocked. Ball in the back line. And that's out of bounds. Good play there. I don't know if the camera caught my fist pump or not, man, after that play. Sydney Carter. Stewart. She tried to come up. And a good block at the net there by Dawson and Addison Butts, who's now in the game. 10-6, Waverly still leads. Trace only led one time, and that was 1-0, if I remember correctly. Served by Oyer. Carter. Butts. Good play by Butts there on the kill. Piper comes out. McKinley Kelly will enter the game. Courtney Carter with the serve. Here comes Waverly, and that one just gets off the reached hands as another lefty there, Izzy Smith that time. That's whatever she's playing. I hadn't mentioned her name, but she gets the point, and now she gets a chance to continue the streak. But unfortunately, she hits it in the net. Makes it 11-8. So Sarah Dawson now will get served from Miami Trace. Down the right line. Johnson now to come up. And a good play again by Stewart. Going to her left and really went for the kill and got it. 12-8. Dawson out, Ferguson back in. Check it, Cottrell back in. Served by Stewart. Ball's batted around. And trying to come from behind was Butts, and it was beautifully blocked right at the net by Waverly. Freshman Sydney Johnson, number 19. Butts now will serve. Down 9-12, first set. Waverly, Stewart again, and boy. Well, Kelly Stewart is already putting on a game here, and we're still halfway in the first set. Karis Reisner, number 23, now serving for Waverly. Courtney Carter to Ferguson, back to Courtney. They get it over the net. Stewart, front line. Oh, your good play there. She timed it just right and just got it right off her fingertips. And as Miami Trace was rushing toward the net, she dropped it in there. And that one is not able to get back over as Cottrell didn't get enough on it. And I think Coach Mace wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Set one, Waverly's up 15-9. You're listening to Fayette County Youth and sectional tournament action on WCHC.
Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Back here at Miami Trace after the quick timeout. Reisner will get ready to serve again. Long hill on the back line, and boy, that came off Courtney Carter's fist and went the wrong direction, to say the least. 9 of the 16 points for Waverly have come off serves. I've got Trace has only got 3 points serves off their 9 points. Ferguson, Parsons going for the kill. Good dig by Stewart. Comes down the right side. Johnson, good save out of bounds by Cottrell. Cross court. Kelly gets it across. Good block at the net by Parsons. As Oyer was going up, Sophie said, I don't think so, and good block there. So Kelly comes out, and coming back in will be Mary Piper. 16-10, Waverly leads. Ball's in play. Oyer, and another kill. Right now, Miami Trace is just simply getting killed on the, pardon the pun, kill game. Cottrell. Now to Carter. Try to take a little bit off of it, throw Waverly off, but they respond. Sydney Carter, Ferguson, Parsons, block. Parsons gets it back. They'll go back now to Ferguson. Out of bounds play. Johnson saves it. Oyer again. Now Cottrell. Courtney Carter. Oh, hits it long. And say it was long. Vogamore. And coming back is Parsons, and she gets it just inside the line on the right side. So it goes back to Miami Trace, down 11-18, their biggest deficit of the first set. See if Gracie can get things going for the Panthers here in the set. All the way back as Stewart gets a nice save out on the front line to Smith. Johnson again all the way back on the back line. Reisner again saves it. Stewart. Here comes Ferguson. Parsons takes a little bit off of it. Nice save by Waverly. Keeping the ball alive around the net. Sydney Carter. Now as the volley comes. And coming in is Johnson. And we're going to have a whistle. And it's going to be violation, I believe, on Waverly over the net. So that's a point for Miami Trace. We'll take her. 18-12. Ferguson on the back line. Coming up is Smith again. Piper, Carter. They got to get it over here. Coming back. Ferguson, good hit. Set up on the front line. And down again the line and is Johnson. And my goodness, this young lady, we saw her the other day at Washington Courthouse. But boy, she is doing a heck of a job on defense, placing the ball inside the line. Timeout real quickly, 19-12, Waverly with the lead. We'll just keep it right here, David. We have another of our Fayette County youth coverage coming up on Friday night. The Battle of Fayette County. Washington Courthouse playing host to the Miami Trace Panthers. We'll take the air at approximately 6:45 from Gardner Park. A lot of folks are going to be going down to the game, but maybe you're among those that say, you know, I don't like to fight the crowd. So I think I'll just stay home and watch the guys on WCHC. Saw some really nice comments about our streaming broadcast last week, David. I don't know if you got to see them or not, but a lot of folks kind of getting used to us now being on YouTube and things like that. So, again, if you get a chance, you can check us out Friday night. Again, approximately 6:45. Courthouse and Miami Trace, the Battle of Fayette County on WCHC. All right, after the brief timeout. Johnson serving. Piper, and that goes way out of play. And now it is 20-12. And boy, the Panthers are just simply struggling on defense. They just cannot get any flow going whatsoever. Ball high in the air. Ferguson, Dawson, and no communication. Both Carter and Dawson went for the ball the exact same time, and they both hit it at the same time. Johnson to Carter, up in the air. Ferguson, backdoor play. Parsons, and got it. Cross court, kill. Makes it 21-13. Sydney Carter with the serve. Waverly on the attack. Stewart, my goodness. She just simply, I like the time how hard she's hitting that ball, David. I'll tell you, she is putting something behind it every time. I got her unofficially 5 kills already. Oh, you're serving. Waverly 3 points away from getting set number 1. Good hit by Butts. Coming back, Stewart. Oh, good save. Carter can't keep it in play. No. Give Gracie some credit. She went for it, stretched it out, but unfortunately not successful to keep the ball in play. (23-13), Waverly by 10, their biggest lead. Just glanced the top of the net. Butts comes back, dumps it. Good play by Oyer on the dig. Stewart, front line block, and again, miscommunication between the Lady Panthers. 2 players going for the ball at the same time. 24-13. Piper. Ferguson. Carter. Cross court. No. Wide left. And that's the first set. It was not pretty, to say the least. They've got 3 minutes to figure it out. Waverly wins set 1, 25-13. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leela Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leela Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's in Fayette County and Jamestown. You can choose your favorite breakfast sandwich, either bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. Try out these delicious breakfast sandwiches backed by popular demand. The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's restaurants. 3 locations in Fayette County and in Jamestown. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Volk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
Back here at Miami Trace, it was all Waverly in that first set. After going down 1-0, they tied it at 1 apiece and never lost the lead, winning 25-13 unofficially. I had 14 serve points of the 25 for Waverly. Trace, only 4 of their 13 points came off a serve. Mathematician didn't need to tell you that's 56 to about 33%. 7 kills unofficially also for Waverly, 3 for Miami Trace. Set 2 starts off. Waverly, Bailey Vagamore with the serve. Cottrell, Parsons down the middle. Good block once again right at the net by Haley Oyer, a junior, 5'11". 72 blocks this year. She leads the team, and you can see why. Piper, cross court to Carter. Good dig by Stewart. Reisner saves it. Johnson keeps it in play for the Tigers. Parsons takes a little off of it. Waverly again jockeying around. They get it. Now to Piper. Front line. Ferguson. Nice move with the left hand. But unfortunately, Waverly is able to recoup it. Carter. And that time she got her on that back line. Way to go, CC. Ferguson with the serve. 1-1 score. Ball's high in the air. Ferguson, Parsons, off the fingertips, good. (2-1). Trace takes the lead. Hit on the back line. Johnson. Now down the line. Good block there by Trace. Carter again. Reisner. Nice dig. And it kept the ball momentum going and went out of bounds. Another point for the Lady Panthers. They may have got their mojo back in between those sets, David. I don't know. At least they're up 3-1. That's the main thing. Get ahead and stay ahead. Hit on the back line to Vagamore. Good block at the net once again. Dawson and Parsons combining on that one. Good play. 3-2 score. Fortunately, went out of bounds. And Waverly will have it. Johnson. Carter. She'll get it back. So Carter with her second kill of the set. 4-2. And Sydney Carter now will get ready to serve it. Hit down the right line. Ball's batted around, coming with it. Left hand hit by Stewart. Carter now to Ferguson. Retrieved by Piper. Here comes Waverly again with another setup. Again, Stewart. Good dig, and unfortunately goes out. Well, we had Ferguson, we had Piper. They both was on the floor trying to keep the ball alive. Sydney Carter tried, and unfortunately it went out of bounds. 4-3. Oyer with the serve. Piper, Ferguson, Butts. Good dig and out of bounds. Good kill by Addison. Now substitution for Miami Trace. Lauren Ferens, number 14. It's on that front line. Whoa, just got it over the hands of Ferens, and point Waverly. So Waverly will get ready to serve. Izzy Smith will be doing the honors. Dawson, Ferguson, Butts, nice block on the front line by Vagamore. Ferens, a little bit, took off a little bit on it. Good timing, but Trace, nope, was not. As it falls in, they right next to where the net holder's at, just in bounds, and that would give a point to Waverly. 5-5. Smith, long hit. Cross court. Oh, I'm telling you, Stewart is just, I thought at the start she was just doing the left hand to throw everything off. But she's got to be a lefty after watching now, because she just simply is hitting everything with her left hand. That time she went left to right. Little push hit. Trace trying to recover. Bud says, I'll do the same thing. And it falls in. Good for Miami Trace. And we're knotted up now at 6 apiece. So Sarah Dawson now will get ready to serve it for the Lady Panthers. Johnson. Vagamore. And coming back and getting a hit was Harden. Now Ferens with a good hit. And it comes off the back line and goes out of bounds. So good play there by Lauren Ferens. We'll give her a kill on that bad boy. And that will make the score 7-6. Down the line. Johnson. Smith. Stewart trying to sneak it inside the right line. Now Johnson using her left hand. And coming right back with a good kill there. Beautiful play there by Addison Butts. Addison now with 3 kills so far this evening. 8-6. Hit on the back line. Set up. Whoa. Carry the ball. Vagamore. She's like, what? Huh? The officials. So a unforced error there. Gives Dawson another serve point and puts Trace up 9-6, their biggest lead of the entire evening. That one hits the top of the net, but it goes over. Ball's in play. Smith. Now over to Vagamore. Coming backside, but, and it comes off the leg of, let's see who that was. That was Oyer, number 10. And that's a point for Miami Trace. 10-6, Panthers with the lead, set 2. Johnson, Smith, coming up the left hand is Smith, and a good return by Gracie Ferguson. And now Waverly wants a timeout. So Miami Trace, have they got their mojo back? We're going to find out as they're up 11-6, set number 2. 30-second break here on WCHC.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
While we're away, we almost got ran over because Dawson serves the ball. Make it Stewart, and she was heading right for us. She hit the ball, but she hit it out of bounds. And then Dawson comes right back and serves and hits the ball wide right, and it goes out. So Sarah Dawson with 5 straight set points and put Miami Trace up 12-7. And now Waverly gets the ball back on the serves. Smith, Johnson, good save by Cottrell down the line. Coming back up, Berenzo! Just a tad long. Smith, Ferguson, and that's Carter, and she hits it long. So all of a sudden now, Miami Trace, going back to what happened in the first set, they're getting the return, but they're hitting it way too long and out of bounds, giving Waverly points off the serve. Ferguson, now the butts down the right sideline. Waverly having trouble, can't get it over. As several players hit the ground, point goes to Miami Trace. Sydney Carter will go out. And Parsons re-enters. Addison Butts serving. Just cleared the top of the net again. Nice block, Parsons and Ferguson. Whoa, my. Beautiful play. Those two young ladies combining there with a beautiful block on the right side. 14-9. Back line, Stewart, Izzy Smith, Johnson, good dig. Courtney Carter, keep the ball alive. Ferentz comes, another dig by Oyer. Johnson just got it inside the line. Trace cheated off that back right line just enough, and they found an opening and got it in bounds. Makes it 14-10. Reisner now serving for Waverly, which didn't last very long, did it? Hits it into the net. Trace will take the point any way you can get her. And it's now 15-10. And Mary Piper back to serve. There's the hit. Reisner with the dig. Smith. Oyer off the hands, and youngster got a hand on it. Saw it coming, Dave. I was going to protect it, bud. 15-11 out of bounds. Waverly gets it back. Stewart. Eisen got it inside the line. Good play. So kill there, and Ferguson now will serve. Smith, Oyer, and Parsons was struggling with it. She looked like she wanted to hit a little bit strong, backed off the last second and hit into the net. So Waverly now has cut the deficit down to 4, 16-12, and Johnson now will be serving. Long hit off Piper, whoa. Came off the top of her hand and just went on out of bounds behind her. 16-13, another unforced error. Good dig by Courtney. Ferguson keeps it alive. Carter gets it across the net. Smith, left-handed push shot by Stewart. Parsons takes a little bit off of it beautifully and drops it right in front of a Johnson for a point for Miami Trace. Butts back in. Parsons out. 17-13. Sydney Carter with the serve. Back line, Reisner. Smith coming down the left side. Stewart, good attempt to try to block it by Sydney. Unfortunately, it went on out of bounds. Oyer now will serve it for Waverly. Pfeiffer, Ferguson trying to get another assist. Butts blocked, high in the air. Oyer now to Smith, keeping it in bounce. Now to Carter, Sydney that is. Butts, little one-hand push, good. Took just enough off of it, used the fingertips, and was able just to plop it in there. 18-14. Another youngism word, plop. Fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Serving now is Courtney Carter. 18-14, Trace with the lead. Ferentz tries to get the hit. Up. She hit it a second time. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to give that point to Trace. They said that Waverly trapped the ball, and so Trace will get the point, and they'll go up by 5, and we'll take a break as well here on Fayette County Youth Sports, WCHC.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
All right, after the timeout by Waverly, Miami Trace will be serving. Courtney Carter, senior, first team all FAC. Right at Johnson. Smith coming up from behind. Stewart, once again, she just simply puts everything behind that left hand of hers and just hits it. I'm telling you, she gets another kill. So Izzy Smith will be serving. Ball's up in play. Ferguson, Ferentz, little bump hit. Johnson out of bounds. And not able to get back in was Faith Thornsberry. We haven't said her name too much today, did we? We was saying her name like crazy in Courthouse. So it's 20-15. And Sarah Dawson back to serving again for the Panthers. Senior down the line. Thornberry, good block at the net by Butts. Point, Miami Trace. As Oyer was struggling to get that ball up out of the net. So Butts with yet another kill. And Dawson once again will be serving. Smith coming backside. Stewart again. You got to keep an eye on her. I mean, she is almost impossible to stop when she gets in midair. She's got so much power behind that left hand. I got Stewart unofficially down with 8 kills in the first plus set. Carter to Carter. Back to Carter. Sounds like a law firm. Coming down to the right side. Good block there by Gracie Ferguson, the senior, using all her height there, and beautiful block on the right side. Beautiful. 22-16. Trace up by 6. They need 3 to tie this up at 1 set apiece. Butts will be serving. Goes to the left side. Thornberry, partially deflected by Lagamore. Now blocks it again. Ferentz, and then comes back, and Carter can't get over in time. So point Waverly, and it's now 22-17. Ferguson, Parsons, kill! It's good. Farron's out. Cottrell back in. 23-17. Trace with the lead. Piper. Good dig by Sidney. Now to Parsons, and it wasn't pretty, but it goes over, and it counts as a point. (24-17) set point. Miami Trace could tie this bad boy up for one apiece. Play best down to 5. There's the hit. Reisner, good dig. Coming up, good block. And it goes wide, out of bounds. So, goes now back to Lagamore once again for Waverly. (24-18), Trace with the lead. Cottrell, Ferguson, Courtney Carter, off the hands and out of bounds. Came off the hands of Lagamore, and Trace wins it 25-18. Absolutely much better performance by the Lady Panthers in set number 2. And we'll have stats in set 3 coming up in about, 90 seconds right here on WCHC.
Did you know that great ventilator care exists right here at St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse? Our amazing care team consists of respiratory therapists, registered nurses, and a physician who all work together to develop and execute a care plan specific to each individual patient. To ensure continuity of care, we offer education to patients and families who have the goal of returning to home. Call us today for more information on how we can give a better quality of life to you or your loved one. St. Catherine's Manor, 740-335-6391.
My name is Olivia Pryor, and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Vanessa Summers, and when my father opened Summers Funeral Home in 1991, my family promised that in the time of need, we would offer thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to those left behind in dealing with the pain and decision making. Now 30 years later, we still make it our commitment to you to treat everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. In your time of need, please remember we are here for you. Summers Funeral Home at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160, and please call us at 740-335-6078.
All right, we're back here as we start set number 3. It's tied at 1 apiece. Again, the first one that gets 3 set wins moves on. And we'll play the winner of the Vinton County Thornville Sheraton game on Monday night. Mary Piper will serve. Well, she hit Courtney Carter right in the head. Courtney just rubs her head and said, okay, it's back to action. All right, let's go back now to Waverly. Will serve. Lagamore. Now we're going to have a delay. Perspiration on the floor, I guess. So Sophie Parsons. So I got her. Give me a towel. She took it. Last thing you want is something slippery there, right? All right, now we're about ready to go. Waverly leads 1-0. High arching tip. Parsons comes right back at him, and, well, they can't get it over the net. We're not up at 1 apiece, and Gracie Ferguson will take back over. So Parsons with yet another kill. Down the line, Johnson, Smith coming up, and Johnson gets it and gets it inside the back line. (2-1) Waverly. Johnson with a serve, good dig, but Trace, do they keep it in play? They do. Sydney Carter. Reisner now with the dig. Coming up left side, beautiful block there as Oyer was trying to slip back on the left side over by where we're broadcasting from on the opposite side of where the team is sitting and almost pulled it off, but Miami Trace, I think they saw that little back door play they're trying a little bit, slipping somebody behind the setter and get it set up behind him instead of in front of him, and Trace was able to respond, but then they turn around and make another unforced error, and it's now 3-2 Waverly. Oyer, Sydney Carter coming up. Courtney Carter does the same thing that we just talked Waverly tried to do. So Courtney with a kill there. And let's see now how the serve points go. Courtney, 3-3 tie. Smith coming up. Stewart just got it inside the back line. In that second set, much better serving by Miami Trace. Set number 1. All right, that was the 1,000th career kill for Kelly Stewart. So they're taking a real quick second here to honor her. Why not? So Kelly Stewart with her 1,000th career kill. So congratulations to her. Outstanding player. We've only seen her now twice, David. She's got the stuff. We talked to some folks from Waverly when they was at Courthouse. Is anybody scouting her for college and stuff? And the way they acted, no one's really even paying attention to her. So maybe, I don't know, maybe she's going to play basketball. I don't know, but she's quite an athlete. Her and Izzy Smith both. And that one comes off the hands of Carter, goes out of bounds, and now all of a sudden it's 5-3. So started to say in the serve points, in the first set, Trace was 4 out of 13. Second set, they were 11 out of 25. Smith with the serve. Carter. Ferguson, butts. Little push hit, no good. They respond, and it's out. As Stewart tried to go for kill 1001 and went wide. Meanwhile, Waverly in that first set was 14 out of 25 serve points. Second set, they were 5 for 18, so they definitely dropped down. They had 7 kills in the first set, 3 unofficially in the second. Trace went from 7 and stayed at 7, so at least they kept that pretty much even. Well, there's 1001. As Stewart made sure there was no hesitation whatsoever on that one. 6-4. Stewart unofficially has 10 kills tonight. Butts, and that one's hit out of bounds off the hands of Smith. Point, Miami Trace will take her. 6-5. Five kills now for Butts unofficially. And now she gets the serve. Smith on the back line. They get it on to Vagamore on the front line. Parsons, nice block there by Thornberry. Thornsberry, we said before, we hadn't talked about her name too much. It seemed like we were seeing her name about every 30 seconds when they was playing Washington Courthouse. Came in that late second set and starting to make her presence known a little bit. So Reisner now will get ready to serve. Waverly with a 7-5 lead, set 3, we're tied at 1 set apiece. Parsons tried to cross court kill. Waverly responds. Good dig by Courtney. Waverly returns it. But, oh, nice little play there by Ferguson. Just gets it off her hands just enough with the fingertips and was able to throw the Waverly team off balance a little bit. And Oyer wasn't able to get it back. So 7-6 now lead, Waverly. Pfeiffer again serving. Hit, Reisner, Smith. And another block at the net, and trying to keep it in play was Stewart, and it goes out of bounds. So it's 7-7. Mary again. Comes Waverly. Reisner. Good dig by Panthers. Ball's up in the air. Johnson. Smith down the line. Good play by Johnson. She gets set up on that right sideline, and then she just goes crazy in that corner. That's at least 4 or 5 tonight that she's hit to pick up points for Waverly. Parsons over to Carter. Carter, nice play at the net. Beautiful block there by Courtney Carter, and we're tied up at 8 apiece. Dawson comes in. Cottrell comes out for Miami Trace in the rotation. Gracie Ferguson with the serve for the Lady Panthers. Smith, hits it twice. Point, Panthers. Gracie. Reisner on the back line. Smith, Johnson. Partial block by Parsons. Now to Courtney Carter. Smith. Again to Oyer. Oh, stretched out trying to get the save in that back left corner. Not able to come up with a clean dig was Reisner, and goes out of bounds. Point, Miami Trace. 10-8. Panthers back up by 2. Hit. Long out. Sydney Johnson for Waverly will be serving. Waverly down 9-10. Set 3, tied at 1 apiece. Parsons, good block at the net. Nice play there by Stewart. Sneaking up from the back line and covered the right side. We're tied up at 10 apiece. Up in the air, Dawson. Little half hit there, and it's good. Lady Panthers are kind of laughing because it really wasn't a full hit that she wanted, but she got it's in there, and that's the main thing. 11-10. Trace with the lead. Sydney Carter will be getting ready to serve it. Reisner. Stewart partially blocked at the net. Trace on the return. Reisner again. Smith come weak side. Oyer. Good play by Mary Pfeiffer. Dawson, and Dawson gets it over. Good play by Sarah Dawson. Makes it now 12-10. Right at Johnson. Smith. Stewart again with the major kill, and unfortunately it was, again, too long, and the Waverly folks are really hollering. They said somebody touched it. They're not getting the call, though. Smith. Oyer. That's long. 14-10, and now Waverly wants a timeout. Coach Rhodes will take one as well. Trace back up by 4 here on WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Set 3, Trace up, 14-10. Set it 1 apiece. Best out of 5. Carter, Sidney, Johnson, off her fist, out of bounds, 15-10. Trace's biggest lead here in the third set. Sidney. Down the right line. Smith, good block again by Butts, and it goes out of bounds. Came off the fingertips of Johnson on the block. Give Butts big credit for the block there. 16-10. Johnson, front line, Smith. Stewart tried to take a little bit off of it. It came off the fingertips of Butts, and Courtney Carter tried to get the dig and couldn't quite come up with it cleanly. So that stops a little run there, 16-11, and Hallie Oyer now will be serving. Sydney Carter, Ferguson goes out, gets it saved, back to Sydney. She gets it over the net. Here comes Stewart again. Oh, a beautiful block at the net. Again, Dawson and Butts combining their talents. Unfortunately, it went out of bounds. I get excited and I forget where it goes, David. Butts. Now I can get excited because you got a point on that kill. I know I got to get more excited when I do play-by-play, David. I'm sorry. I'll try to do a little bit more vocalizing here. 17-12 is your score. I get so wrapped up in watching the blocks and stuff, I forget if it stays in bounds or not, folks. Stewart, home. Good play there by Ferguson. Right place, right time. Dawson back to Ferguson. Johnson on the back line. Here comes Waverly again. Another block. And unfortunately, that time it goes out of bounds. I waited that time, David. Just don't need to make any more mistakes here, you know. Got to stretch the voice out. We still got a football game Friday night. Izzy Smith with the serve. Butts takes a little bit off of it, gets it across. Stewart. Kelly is back in the game, hits it in the air. Courtney Carter. Smith sets up. Valgamore. Good volley going on. Sydney Carter. Smith. Left side. Stewart. And good play as it comes off the hands of Miami Trace again. Whoa. Double fist hit by Courtney Carter. Haven't seen that one for a while. Sydney. Ferguson. But. Oh. Called it out. Back judge on the line. And now 17-15. Coach Mace tells the girls, there's that one call we should have got, but we didn't. So we'll just keep it right here. Don't forget, we have another broadcast of fall sports coming up Friday night. Miami Trace, Washington Courthouse here on WCHC. If you're unable to attend the game, we encourage you to tune in for the full broadcast. We'll take the air at approximately 6:45. And don't forget, not only is this for the Battle of Fayette County, if Chillicothe pulls an upset, beats Jackson, and Courthouse beats Trace, we could have tri-champions, David. So there's something there. If you're Miami Trace, you could just throw everything off course. Miami Trace could win the McDonald's Fayette County title for trophy for the second year in a row. Will Courthouse get it back? We'll find out Friday night. Carter, boy, she tried to hit the ball kind of off her side of her fist. She's been doing it most of the game with success, but that time it just simply took off and went behind the bench. And now all of a sudden, Trace, who had a 15-10 lead, saw that lead dwindle down to 17-16. Right down the middle. Courtney, and she was hit, went to the right side, and Dawson couldn't get there in time. And now we're tied up at 17 apiece. Smith again, into the net. Well, the young curse works again. Every time you talk about the serve, usually I jinx whoever's serving. I'm an equal opportunity jinxer, ain't I? Doesn't matter which team it is. Smith. Logamore. Whoa. Dawson hits it. Kelly didn't come up and make the play. Dawson's out. Cottrell's in. No communication there, and we're not up at 18 apiece. Stewart will be serving. Carter. Now Butts on the back side. Thornsberry. Ferguson. Kelly. Partially blocked. And point for Waverly. And now the Tigers have taken a 19-18 lead. Sydney Carter with a dig, but Stewart hits it hard. Up in the air, Cottrell, Ferguson, Butts, and gets it off the hands, and it goes out of bounds. A good play there by Butts. She was in midair, and she saw Oyer with that left hand up, and she just basically had her hit it and glazed off of her, and that's the point, and we're tied up at 19. Butts will serve, and it goes over. Hits the top of the net and then goes plop, and it drops, and it's a point, and that's all that matters. (20-19). Trace regains the lead. See if they can hold on to it here. Stewart, Smith. Ball's up in the air. Courtney, too hard, too hard. You could tell as soon as it left her hand, that was going to go off on her. We're tied up at 20 apiece. Wow. Reisner now will be serving. Good dig by Cottrell. And then Parsons hits it. And then the two Carter sisters look at each other like, I thought you had it. No, I thought you had it. Well, they got to shake it off now because now Waverly's taking a 21-20 lead. Sydney, Ferguson, Parsons down the left side. Comes off the hands and out of bounds. Hitting it, coming off the shoulders was of Johnson. And we're tied up at 21 apiece. Kelly's out, Piper's back in. So we've got Piper, the Carter sisters, Cottrell, Ferguson, and Parsons. Mary with the serve, back line. Johnson gets it back on the front line. Piper, Ferguson, over to Courtney. Yeah, good. Little kill there, and Reisner couldn't quite come up with it. Piper again will get ready to serve. Reisner, Smith. Good block on the net. Set up on the front line. Parsons, another good block by Oyer. Ferguson down the left side. And Carter again long. Wow, 22-22. Courtney just is forcing it too hard tonight. That's at least a half dozen shots she's hit long. Bogomore with the serve. Block at the line. Parsons gets the save. And coming back in, and once again, it is Johnson. Between her and Smith, they've got that right corner over there. I mean, I hate to see what the percentage is for Waverly, but it's got to be up around 80 or 90% success rate. When they get over there, they're getting points. 23-22. Ball's off the fingertips of Waverly and goes out of bounds. So another good play there by Carter that time, keeping the ball in play and able to get a point. So now we go to Gracie Ferguson. We're tied at 23-23, set 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Got to win 3 to win and go to the districts. Little punch hit there by Waverly to keep it alive. And Carter tried to go up and maybe got just a little fancy and took a little bit off of it and goes in the net. 24-23. Waverly 1 point away from going up 2-1. Johnson with the serve. Carter, and another dunk coming right back with the kill is Oyer. 25-23. Waverly with the win. And now they're up 2 sets to 1 in this sectional championship game. The all-important 4th set comes up in 90 seconds here on WCHC.
This boo-boo tells a story. It's a tale of perseverance, ingenuity, and love. This boo-boo is hundreds of years of science and technology. It's protection in the battle against disease and illness. And while we continue to fight COVID-19, childhood vaccinations are more important than ever. This boo-boo, it's love in its purest form.
Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com. Epifana McDonald's of Fayette County in Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epifana McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page. Epifana McDonald's. I'm loving it.
Both teams have returned. All you got to do is look at the faces so you can tell who's ahead. Waverly girls are smiling. Mommy Trace, just a little concern, I would think. Down 1-2 in this contest. They need to come back and win to force a set number 5. Waverly serves. Bogomore. Carter got it. Well, that's one way of kind of getting a little out of that little slump that she's got. Get it in the deep corner. Cottrell out. Dawson back in. Gracie Ferguson will be serving. Back, Reisner. Saved by Smith. Oyer. Here comes Trace. Parsons. Super kill. Got it. Trace with the lead. Reisner, back line, Smith. Trying to cheat from the backside was Oyer. Trace responds. Now there's Dawson. Gets it over. Piper to Dawson again, down the right line. Smith setting it up. Johnson. Ferguson gets the left hand on it. Sidney Carter now to Piper. Reisner, Smith, Johnson, blocked by Parsons. Oyer, another hit. Front line. Courtney. Waverly keeps it alive. Johnson just goes wide. Waverly got the shot they want, but they hit it wide that time. Good volley there. Trace gets the point. 3-0. Riot Vargamore on the back line, and that one is long on the return. 4-0 Miami Trace. Starting to reminisce the second set a little bit, isn't it? Trace jumped out to an early lead. And I spoke too soon. That was hit too long. So after the long serve, Johnson serving for Waverly. Piper, Ferguson, Carter, and got it in the right corner. Point, Miami Trace. Second time in this set. Courtney Carter's got great location. So like I say, maybe she's out of that slump a little bit. 5-1, Trace with the lead. Now we're going to have conference. Now the head official is asking if they're possibly okay, so now the captains are being called. I have absolutely no idea what because it looked like it was cleanly inside. So Trace gets the point and gets the ball after that discussion. Now we're having another discussion. Stewart's come over and asked. It clearly looked like she got it inside the right line there, David. And I don't know why they're arguing about so much. Well, that's all said and done. Trace gets the ball, and they're up 5-1. Carter, Reisner, Smith. Back to Trace. Oh, good hands there by Courtney Carter. She just barely got it off the fingertips and got it in. And Trace is up 6-1, and Waverly wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching sectional tournament volleyball action, Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Well, the officials are still talking to the young ladies. Whatever it is, it's still fine. It's 6-1, and here comes Miami Trace with the serve. Johnson to Smith. And now Stewart takes just a little bit off of it, tries to push it down the left line. Ferguson and Dawson playing catch. Ferguson gets it over. Now coming back is Stewart this time, and she hits it with a mighty force. And gets it in for the point, 6-2. Johnson, check it, Hoyer serving. And right back with it is Butts with a kill. And now Butts with a kill. And now Lauren Ferens will come back in the game. As Mary Piper will take a quick breather. Trace is up 7-2. Set 4. You can hear Coach Mace whistle probably down the hallway. When he whistles, I mean those girls, they know who's whistling. Get their attention. Thornberry down the line, Butts a little bit off it. Yeah, good play. Again, Trace mixing it up a little bit. You can either try to hit your fist and hit it hard, or you just kind of see if you can do the finger kill. You know, just barely. Trace is now starting to mix it up a little bit. 8-4. Courtney Carter with the serve. Stewart tries to kill it again. And it's out of bounds. Courtney again trying to hit with 2 fists. That one goes out. Izzy Smith, 5'7" senior, member of the Tigers team, and Courtney struggling a little bit there. So that one goes out of bounds. 8-4. Smith, good dig by Carter. Now to Ferguson. Butts gets it over. Johnson comes Waverly on the return, and again, Stewart hits that deep left corner. 8-5. I'm sorry, this Stewart kid, she could play college volleyball. I'm really shocked no one's coming after her. And Courtney Carter trying to dig, can't come up with it cleanly, and now it is 8-6. Smith serves. Carter, Ferguson, Ferens, back line to Johnson. Comes Waverly on the attack. Oh, good block there on the front line as Stewart tried to kill it. And that time, and another hit in the corner. That time that was Vagermore. And all of a sudden, it's 8-7. And again, Waverly is finding the corners and the lines and is being very effective. Smith again with another serve. Carter. And Butts, and she just gets it right back in her face. Johnson snuck up in the back line. Coach Mace said, we got to talk about this. This is getting away from us. It's 8-8. You're listening and watching Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC.
Millions of Ohioans are safer because they've received the COVID-19 vaccine. As a pediatrician, I recommend kids 12 and older get the vaccine too.
It will help protect them from COVID-19 and help prevent them from spreading it.
The vaccine makes our community safer, and it's helping get us back to normal.
That's why, as a pediatrician and a mom, I've had my kids vaccinated.
I have too. If you have any questions, talk to your child's doctor.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
Eight to 8, set number 4. Waverly, Miami Trace. Waverly was down 8-3 and now come back with 5 straight points. Smith, and that comes off the hands of Dawson, make it 6 in a row. Nine to 8, Waverly. Carter, and again, the ball's just not coming off her fist right. As I mentioned before, this is what, 5th or 6th time we've seen Trace this year. She's made that shot easily, setting up the front line. Tonight, it just not falling. That one goes backwards again. Carter had to go all the way back out of bounds to save it after it came off Dawson. Here comes Waverly on the attack. Stewart, good save by Carter. There we go. Ferguson now to Dawson. Tries to keep the ball in play. Does. Here comes Stewart again and gets it in the back line. Kelly Stewart right now is just putting on a exhibition of talent right now. She's hitting down the corners, back lines, inbounds, on sideline. And Trace defensively, for some reason, just didn't have anything. And there she goes. That time, that was Vagamore. Nope, she was over the net. Wave it off. Thank goodness. It said Bailey got over the net when she hit it. So Trace gets it back, down 9-11. Dawson with the serve. Trace has got to get their thoughts collected here a little bit. Good save by Dawson. That one really came in strong. Smith, and a good block on the line as Stewart tried it. Tries to hit it again. Dawson, set up. Cottrell, Ferens, gets it off the hands of Johnson, goes out of bounds. Trace gets the point. Good play by the freshman. Lawrence stayed right with it. Give a little star beside that name on that play. 11-10. Down the line again, Johnson, and it goes out of bounds. And just like that, we're back to 11-11. Dawson, Johnson, Courthouse, and Trace, and Waverly, I should say, finally gets the ball over, but it hits it long. I'll get the right team here eventually. I think I said about every school there is in the area. So it's now 12-11. Dawson again, Reisner, Smith. Oh. Yes, who got that one, folks? Yeah, Stewart again on the back line, inside. Dawson out. Cottrell in. 12-12. Stewart will be serving. She's done about everything else tonight, hasn't she? Be interesting to see what her final stats will be tonight when this is all said and done. Ferguson to Butts gets it off the fingertips of one of the Waverly players working that sideline. I believe it was Oyer, and it goes out of bounds. So Trace gets the point, and to go back up 13-12. Butts serving. Lagamore getting the hit. Johnson, it comes off the wrist of Butts. Carter will come in. (13-13) is your score. Waverly up 2-1. Oh my. Carter after the nice save by Ferguson. Smith. Good dig. Got to get it. Oh! Sydney Carter made a nice dig to try to keep the ball in play, but both Courtney and Cottrell went for it and couldn't come up with it cleanly. Waverly's back up 14-13. Reisner with the serve. Right at Cottrell. Ferguson, Parsons trying to go for the kill. Gets it back, hits it again. Parsons now to Johnson. Here comes Waverly. Down the line, partially blocked and off the hands of Ferguson, and point goes to Waverly. 15-13. Reisner just barely clears the net. Trace, oh, too hard. By Parsons, 16-13. Wow. Reisner again. Carter. Ferguson, Ferens, blocked at the net. Goes out of bounds, though. So Trace will get it. 16-14. Carter, Piper will get ready to serve. Logamore, ball sparsely blocked. Parsons saves it. Keeps in play. Another good block. Unfortunately goes out of bounds. Parson had a good block right at the net. Unfortunately, it came off a right hand and went out. 17-14, Waverly with the lead, set number 4. Vagamore, and well, that's an ace serve, and Coach Mace has got that look on his face like, I think we need to talk. Quick timeout here. Waverly's up 18-14 on WCHC.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Vagamore with the serve. Waverly up by 4. Coming back. Here you go. Carter with the kill. Gracie Ferguson will back to serve. Cottrell comes out. Dawson comes in. Ferguson, dig by Johnson for Waverly. Here they come, and they get it right into the net. As Stewart was playing a little bit too far back and tried to put a little bit behind it, and yep, goes to the net and gives Trace a chance now to cut the deficit back to 2. 18-16. Johnson, and it goes off her hand, Vagamore, off her hand, goes out of bounds. So another unforced error by the Tigers. That makes it 18-17. If you're Miami Trace, you don't care how you get the points. Whether you get a kill or an unforced error on the other opposition. Just get the points. Smith, Stewart pushes it from the back. Front line, Parsons. Oh! She had a beautiful setup, Sophie did. No one was there on the right sideline. She just had to plop the ball in, and it hits it long. Point Waverly, 19-17. Ooh. Dawson, and hits it into the net. 20-17. Wow. Johnson. Waverly now 5 points away from going to the districts. Top of the net. Trace keeps it alive. Carter on the air. Vagamore, Stewart, Smith. No communication whatsoever. A delay for just a split second cost Miami Trace there. 21-17, Waverly. Johnson again with a serve. Carter. Ferguson, Carter. Vagamore, Smith, Reisner, back line. Sydney Carter. Comes Courtney. Back line saved by Reisner on the dig. Stewart comes back. Oh, nice play there by Sydney. Keep it alive. Little off-speed pitch hit by Trace. Good play. Courtney Carter. What a play! Rolling over on her back and kept the ball alive, and Trace fills out the point. Beautiful play by Courtney Carter. We've been maybe hassling her a little bit too much tonight, hitting it long. She made up with that. My goodness. She made a complete 180-degree turn on the ground, somehow got the ball to stay in the air, and Trace gets the point off of it, 21-18. Sydney Carter now with the serve. Pfeiffer, Ferguson, Courtney, off speed. Johnson now to Oyer, Dawson. Stewart again, Pfeiffer, Ferguson. Oh, nice dig there by Lagamore. Stewart goes wide and out of bounds. 21-19. Stewart got the shot she wants. She's been doing it all night. 21-19. Trace has cut it back to within 2. Sydney Carter. Long hit. Ball's in play. Waverly gets it over, but Trace gets it back. Can they get it over? Johnson does. Pfeiffer, Ferguson. Oh, good kill there by Butts. Came off one of the hands of Waverly. And now it's 21-20. Panthers are back within 1, and Waverly says, give me a timeout. We'll take a TO as well, as Trace is battling back here on WCHC.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leola Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leola Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leola Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
21-20, Waverly with the lead. Set 4. Miami Trace trying to tie this one up. Sydney Carter with the serve. Hit by Smith. Good save by Ferguson. Waverly again. Oh! Just got it between Ferguson and Pfeiffer. 22-20. Oyer, probably one of their best servers, is serving. They need 3 to win. See if Trace can break the serve here. Ferguson, the Butts, good block. Ball's in play. Carter, the gutty. Oh! Nobody talked to each other. 23-20. Woo! Serve. Carter, Ferguson, Butts. Yeah, I think she said, let me put a little exclamation point on that kill. And she just did. 23-21. Pfeiffer out. Farron's back in. Courtney Carter serving. Waverly has trouble. Can't come over the cleanly. 23-22. I hope you folks are getting just excited as I am. I'm telling you, this is, down the line. Here comes Waverly. Courtney keeps it in play. Butts into the face of Oyer. Waverly saves it. And, it just got inside the line. Oh no. Just inside the back line, and Waverly is now 1 point away. (24-22). Smith with the serve. Carter. Butts. Off speed. Smith. Stewart, and she does it again. It looked like it was going to be some comeback for Miami Trace. But Kelly Stewart just simply took over this entire game. I don't know what the final stats are. I'll try a little write-up later on. But I'm telling you, Kelly Stewart is an athlete, folks. And I know you're saying, well, you should be talking about Miami Trace. Well, we'll talk about them in a few minutes. But you got to give respect where respect's due. And Kelly Stewart, she put on a show tonight, and she's going to have to be one. I believe it's going to have to be one of the candidates for Player of the Year. If she's not in consideration, she definitely will probably be a first-team selection. But Man, she put on a show tonight. But the final score, Waverly wins. First time since 2012, they will be going to the districts. So they've had a drought themselves. Of course, Miami Trace went to districts just 2 years ago before losing in the semifinals. But again, final score, Waverly wins 25-13, 18-25, 25-23, 25-22. Well, coming up in just a few minutes, we'll have the McDonald's post-game show. We'll give Coach Mace a few minutes to get ready. But let's go ahead and take about a 60-second break, and then we'll go into our post-game show. Stay with us right here on WCHC.
The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's in Fayette County and Jamestown. You can choose your favorite breakfast sandwich, either bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese. Try out these delicious breakfast sandwiches backed by popular demand. The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's restaurants. 3 locations in Fayette County and in Jamestown. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
M&M Turf Supply Company has been serving the equine industry since 1966. We carry a complete line of 100% natural horse tail hair and mane hair. Bulk horsehair is sold in half-pound and 1-pound bundles and is available in blunt cut or natural tapered. The hair can be used to make horsehair extensions, pottery, sculpture, braiding, and jewelry. We are located in Central Ohio, and we can ship to most states in 2 to 3 business days. Please call us at 740-335-1641 or visit us at mmhorsehair.com.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Time for the Epifano post-game program, featuring coaches' comments and the player of the game announcement. This program is presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurants, 3 locations in Fayette County and Jamestown.
Post-game program now, and of course talking to Doug Mace, the head coach of the Miami Trace Panthers. Disappointing loss to say the least tonight, Doug, but your kids, especially after that first set, it just didn't seem like they were all together. You guys came out in second set and really played on fire.
Yeah, second set we played really well. We had limited our errors. If you look at the third game and you look at that fourth game, most of the things that come back to hurt us was our errors. They have really good hitters, and so do we. So you knew each team was going to score points that way.
Right.
So it was going to come down to who could play the most efficient type of ball. And, we in the third game there towards that end, I think we hit 4 or 5 out of the 7 or 8 balls out of bounds. And when you're 22-22, you can't do that 2 or 3 times in a row.
You can't give the opposition the points.
Yeah. So we gave away a few there. Then the fourth game came down to the same thing again. We had some errors, and they were errors of looked like we were just unsure what we should do, and that come back to bite us there at the end.
I could say one of the things I did talk a little bit about, seemed like there was some communication problems between the girls tonight, which I know as a coach you're like, what's going on? You guys play 22 games together, you should have it together by now, but we're not these girls. They're nerves and stuff like that. And let's be honest with you, Waverly is one heck of a team. I've seen them twice now.
Oh, yeah.
They're very good.
No, yeah, we knew going in that they were a very good team, and it's a different atmosphere. Now it's tournament time.
Yeah.
And if you win, you get to keep playing. If you lose, you're not going to keep playing. So, now the stakes are a little different. And then it come back to, like I say, again, it come back where little communication issues at times that we normally don't do, but we did today.
Yeah.
And then we had some errors that, again, come back that really hurt us at the end. When you're playing a really good team, and if you're going back and forth like we were, especially in the last game and stuff, you just can't have those middle breakdowns or those errors. It's just a team that does the least amount's going to win.
Of course, you guys played Waverly at the start of the season, so
Yes.
you already knew kind of a little bit about them coming into this. Did they show you anything different?
No, not too much. We knew their, the number 8, the left-handed girl, they got her 1,000 kills tonight and stuff.
Yeah.
We knew she was the main focus on their whole
Right.
offensive system, and they did. They went through her a lot, and the being left-handed affected the way we blocked a little bit. We just couldn't get set up to handle that left hand as good as we needed to. And but they did a really good job. And in that last 6 or 7 points, there was some really good rallies on both sides.
Oh yeah,
digging some balls that probably score points for everybody there normally at the end. But both teams are playing really good that way. And we knew they would be tough, and rightfully so. They're usually always a good program, well coached.
I know that I covered you with Station when you was at Courthouse, and we covered you some of the regionals. You went to state and stuff. I think this is the most exciting I've gotten. I'm over here fist pumping and everything else, man. I mean, so there were some really great plays tonight. And a lot of plays the girls were making were like one arm hits and stuff like that. So if anyone would question their effort, I don't think you can tonight.
No, it wasn't an effort. Watching the game, it had to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
But no, you're not questioning the girls' effort on our side or the girls' efforts on their side. Both teams come out and played really hard. Like I say, it came down to just who made the least amount of errors. And
right.
I think we struggled there at a couple of different times that were at the wrong time.
Right.
Towards the later part of the game. You get in that last third of the game, that's when it really magnifies everything you're doing.
Right.
And I think that's, if you watch those last 2 sets, that's kind of how I felt anyway, from me sitting on the bench side. Yeah. And it come back to get us a little bit. But no, the girls played hard. We're proud of them. I just had a talk with them, and I told them it didn't work our way, but they went out and they fought hard. It wasn't like we gave up or anything like that. We made every point that Waverly got. They had to earn it. So that was good.
I just say I looked at the statistics. You guys came in with a 9-game winning streak. You'd won 27 out of 28 sets. That's pretty good going into the tournament play. You guys did very, very well. And I think that this group of seniors, I think, is 60 and 26. 4 years.
They've had a pretty good 4 years here.
They have.
Directly or indirectly, they've
only lost
affected
4
our
league games.
program. Yeah, they've affected our program when they first come in the door.
So,
the level of play rose because of them.
Yep.
Maybe give them some time to
relax,
get over this.
Yeah,
and
think it over.
they might be able to look back and say, we did a pretty good job. But,
absolutely.
right now it stings pretty good for them, but that, like I say.
Well, the girls refused to be on the air, so they left you the stats again. So
that's fine.
Won't we go ahead and run through those a little bit, because that helps us on our selections later on.
All right. So we got the highlights here. Gracie Ferguson had 44 set assists. And Courtney had, looks like 4 aces, which that was good.
How many?
4.
4, okay.
Then attacks. Well, they're going to kill my eyes here. Okay, so Addison Butts.
Yeah, Venetia had a lot. Parsons had 11.
Yeah.
And
Courtney.
Ferens, I thought, had a good game coming off the bench and limited time she was in.
She played real well.
Okay.
She played real well. And then, like I say, so it's just one
All
of
right.
the freshmen.
What else we got
so
there?
I think that's about what I got.
Okay.
So we're.
Is that it?
Yep.
All right, help us a little bit.
You can go with that. You got to watch it and make more notes that way than I did.
Well, yeah. But after a while, I got more wrapped up in the game, forgot to write the stats down, so that's why I asked. All right. Well, we'll see you next month when we do the McDonald's show, Star of the Game.
Okay.
We'll have several of your young ladies come up. We'll talk a little bit more about your senior class. I'm going to give everybody a little chance to go home and think about this one.
All right.
But we do appreciate you guys being with us all season long. It's been fun watching the team, and wish them all, the kids, the best of luck.
Appreciate you guys doing this for us.
Thanks,
Thank
Doug.
you.
Appreciate it. Doug Mace, the girls varsity volleyball coach of the Miami Trace Panthers, with us here on the post-game program. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, and we'll announce our star of the game right after this. All right, we looked at some stats and some notes I've got, things like that. And Dave and I talked it over, and Gracie Ferguson's going to be the McDonald's star of the game tonight. Gracie with 44 assists in the game. I've got notes all over the place, David, and I'll have to go through them. She had some serve points and did a real good job. Several ladies coming off the bench, and so, they can't be – makes our decisions harder all the time, Try to come up with which one is it. But anyway, it's all said and done. We're going to give it to Gracie Ferguson as our star of the game. She'll be honored coming in November when we do our McDonald's McSports program. I believe it's right now unofficially the second Saturday in November. We're going to have, I think, 15 winners when it's all said and done. We got one more program, and that's, of course, Friday night, Miami Trace and Courthouse. We'll announce the start of the game from each team, and we hope you join us. 6:45 will be the airtime. So, again, Miami Trace eliminated tonight 3-1 to the Waverly Tigers. Losing by a score of 25-13, 18-25, 25-23, 25-22. Don't forget, Friday night, 6:45, our final fall sports regular season broadcast of the year. Football action, Miami Trace and Washington Courthouse. For Dave and Myra Woolever, I'm Randy Young. Thanks for joining us, and good evening, everyone.